Actually. All right. Tonic B Division, week 4. Got 4th last week, still in about 3rd-ish place because of certain people not competing every week, so that's going to majorly change, but whatever. Let's go ahead and get started. Sealess Shadow Setzer. Interesting start, okay. Natural Magic and Sketch. Her magic is pretty bad. Natural Jump with bad magic power, but bad vigor too. Natural Magic with GP Rain, and his stats are pretty darn good. Okay, interesting start. Couple of 3 free checks between all the characters, which is pretty incredible. Empty, empty. Not a good start there. Wall Ring Stunner. Stunner, I think, is definitely money at this point. Force Shield, okay. Magic Block. Anything of note. Peace Ring in case we get a super early lock. Earrings. Earrings are decent. Nothing super great like Offering or Experience Egg. Scout Spear. Can he use that? Yes, he can actually. It's decent. Remedy is useful. South Figaro is definitely the first place to go if you start with Sealess. Discussion that often comes up in Discord and stuff is pronunciation of character names and such. Wonderful era of growing up in the 90s without voice acting to pronounce the characters' names for you and such. Although it hasn't helped much with some of the changes. Like, there are some of us who are still too stubborn to call Eris anything but that instead of Aerith, like they've corrected her name, or Titus, who technically, based on the Japanese way of pronunciation, should be Titus. Some of us refuse that. Ooh, a white dress to start, and he can use one too. That's actually really strong. Mystery Veils for both of them as well. You can use the Ninja Gear we've already got, so... let's see. Let's sell that Stunner. Nice to have found a Forced Shield since I didn't start with much else. Where's the Vikings? Yeah, okay, nothing great about the weapons there. Whoops, come on. Blizzard Orb. Soul Saber is mostly good for selling, as far as I'm concerned. Minerva, well, so much for the white dress. Unless he could use the Minerva, I could check that. Nope, okay. Okay, dead check, not totally sad about that because it means that I'm not getting increased. Let's see. He's protected. He's going to be jumping, so he's protected. Let's throw Wall Ring on him, too. Between Wing Edge, Jump with a Stout Spear, might be able to do some... Okay. Ooh, Blizzard, too. Actually, that's pretty nice. That's plus 2 more magic power. So, even though our magic power is unfortunately low, getting all those boosts up to 40 is kind of nice, and holy cow. Alright, this is actually the kinds of things I really want to fight, but honestly I shouldn't waste time on it because, yeah. Use Blizzard Orb. Well, she already got elemental immunity, so... And they can't. Very unfortunate. Oh well. Ribbon. Okay. Don't need to worry about it then if I find luck quickly and decide to go get a Cursed Shield. Throwing Ether. What was her ability again? Sketch. Oh yeah. So yes, pretty close to useless. Oh, XP 80. Very nice. It would almost be better for that. Shadow has the better stats, although not necessarily the better equipment. Might spread it around a little. Man-Eater. I need to figure out exactly what characters are vulnerable to, or exactly what enemies, I should say, are vulnerable to Man-Eater. Couple of things I could do. Let's see. Grabbing this item while I'm thinking about it. Elixir, okay. That's kind of worth it. Need to check the items here. I didn't find any good items in the item shop there. They were almost all completely useless. A couple of bad tools, a plumed hat. Not very useful. Okay, what have we got here? I can get Phoenix Downs and potions at least. What can I sell? Soul Saber's great for selling. Let's sell the Man-Eater. Air Anchor, I don't have a tool user, so I'm not even going to worry about it. And yeah, maybe elixirs if I really need to, but that should be enough for this. Let's get a couple of these. I need some hints eventually. Actually, guess I want elixir. Okay, that should make things easier. That's a smarter idea to go for as well. Okay, 5. Probably about all I need of those. Alright. I really like to hit areas with fights early on that are a little bit slower normally. What have you got? Water screens, echoes, revivifies. Might be worth it too, actually. Those. Otherwise, just a lot of the same stuff. Okay, I need to find some remedies and things. Marvel shoes, very, very good. Who would be best for that? Probably Shadow for now, actually. Throw everything on him. Okay, let's give her the XP. So that's 2 dead checks. Again, not totally sad about that since it means that I'm not getting increased difficulty. Now, provided these fights are not too terrible, if they're undead, I have Revivifies to quickly win them. If they seem unbearable, I have Smoke Bombs to get away from them. Can't remember how bad these things are. Pretty high defense, looks like. Either that or my GOAT GP rating is just because of how bad my GP rating is. Alright, that was a good sketch. Oh, that's bad. Yep, this is a pretty awful outcome. It looked okay at first, especially when I sketched for a nice high damage, relatively aqua rate, but now we've got one character sneezed out, one character put to sleep, the enemy's doing nothing. One dead. Should have put on a ribbon too, totally forgot about that. Okay, glad I didn't use the potion at least. Probably should just run away from the fight at this point, but problem is I get stubborn. Since I've killed 2 of them already, I'm pretty sure I'm fine here, but that's why I hate Sketch. Sketch is actually one of my bigger arguments as to why we should include, like, Shock and Magitech armor in the pool of abilities. Because, yeah, sure, they're mindless instant win, but are they really, you know, more fun, less fun than having something useless like Sketch, which very occasionally does neat things, but most of the time just misses, and is totally not reliable. Decent amount of money, too, for a first time thing. Okay, ooh. Is that the... Oh, I do have 2 amulets. Good. Potion up those 2. You've learned some magic now, right? Ice Cure. So she has her natural magic, which means Shadow will have Terra's. Jeez. He's gonna be way behind. Well, the good news is I can throw the experience egg on him going forward, and ouch. One of the few times revenge is actually dangerous. That'll probably be all his MP, though. I've never had such widely disparate widely disparate levels. Level 3, level 9, level 11. Same group again. Darn. I really wanted another Aqua Rake. Try and kill this guy before he sneezes Shadow out again, because I want Shadow to keep the XP. Okay, there we go. And alright, now we're clearing him up pretty quick. Good, good. Now the boss fight. O24 is not too bad. Fortunately, I have nothing to kill him fast before he gets into his changing abilities phase, but he also is not super dangerous to us now that we've gained all these levels. Well, that's my last ice anyway, although my weapon is also ice, so... So the sketch attack at least seems to be neutral element, so it's something. Pretty sad that most bosses don't give you anything worth sketching either. Overflow, that's his confusion attack. Unfortunately, number 024 is not vulnerable to confusion. What should I do with some GP rain at this point? Probably could have afforded to done a couple of those before, since I gained some money from the random encounters. Random, I say, fixed encounters. Old habits regarding that and what it does. Okay, second boss, Goddess. Well, good news. We've got one person hitting from behind. Back to full mana to use this. She's immune to lightning, that's another good sign. Lullaby is not. Good news is that Silas is immune to almost everything Goddess does. What does sketching goddess do? Should be saving that for Kieran, I guess. Yeah, not much. Okay. Yay! Wasn't too bad. Probably worth it to go ahead and give the Excalibur for C-less. It's one less magic power, but it does have other stat boosts, as well as some decent evasion. I disparage Excalibur a lot because it's very weak as a super high-level sword compared to Illumina and Ragnarok that you can get a whole lot earlier in the game. But it does have some pretty decent capabilities, actually. I'm going to go ahead and start with her because, well, it's not great spells anyway, Life 2 and Break, so it doesn't matter that much. What was the stat growth? MPs? None at all. Okay. So not a great Esper, but we're here. "20 minutes to get to this point." Buckler. It is a shield. And gives 10 physical evasion. So valuable. Okay, monster in a box. Gigantos. What you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? It is vanilla. Vanilla is where this is where Gigantos is normally found. Kind of a bit sad that it's this early because it's going to be a lot of XP, but not nearly as much as it would be otherwise. Nice. 7,000 XP, so puts us up to 19s. But all of that is definitely also going to put us at a point where I don't have to worry that much about leveling. Especially since I had an experience in for all that. I'm way high leveled. Again, my offense isn't great, but money is the big thing. I unfortunately had to throw a bunch away because I don't have much else in the way of offense, and might have to throw away more. But at least experience-wise, we're doing fine. Ooh, Warp Stone's actually kind of valuable at this point. Most bosses are not. Okay, oh, he's at 21 with all that. Yeah, let's go ahead and move that around. I have Cure, so wall rings aren't as reliable with ability scaling, since enemies that would normally just do single target spells will often do the wacky elemental abilities. That a lot of times I hate taking that save point because of the fact that if you use that button to open this last teleporter here, it resets if you go down into the room where the save point is. Oh my word, 2 of the 3. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to throw away what little money I've got left in order to do any damage whatsoever. Now, is that the last of my money? Well, I managed a fourth. If Setzer can use Aura Lance this seed, I'm gonna be so happy. Then I just need to find a Dragon Horn and maybe a Gauntlet. Okay, that's the last of my money. But it got me through that fight. And a red cap, so another dead check. He can, yay, red cap. So he's gonna do decent damage now. Yeah, you can keep it for a little while. Go ahead and get these spells. At least they're moderate, a couple of moderately useful spells, like Free and Break. That's one of the other little things I spend too much time on that I just don't think I could ever not do to save time, which is not giving magic to certain people. Spend a lot more time doing that than I should. I've cut out a little bit of sometimes some of the least important spells and stuff, but really I think it's worth it to have a lot of magic on every character. What on earth are these? I don't even remember them. Well, they're not strong. Hopefully they're worth a lot of money. Warp stones, okay. That means I won't have to buy any at this rate. Sprinters, they're pretty low level. Not as low level as the Slatters, though, somehow. I really don't remember where you encounter those. Nice. 3k money. Good. So now I have a little bit to throw again. Old hairpin. Ooh. Actually pretty nice. Air Force! Okay, well. GP Rain mostly to get rid of the laser gun in Missile Bay. Okay. Since I have 3 dead checks, that was still only a level 8 Air Force, not all that strong. Hopefully we'll get something worthwhile from here. Oh, Imaro. Okay. Imaro's stats are actually pretty low, especially his bigger. Speed's decent though. Well, Umaro is Umaro. He can equip these weapons, but they're not as good as what he's got. I can equip the Blizzard Orb on him, which will be good unless we run into something that absorbs it. Also makes him immune to several elements, though, so that's something. I'd like to do Magitech Factory as well, but having Setzer lets us do 3 quick checks, including a free one. I probably ought to do Other Side South Figaro a little bit more often than I do. Airband again. Has she learned Ice 2 yet? No, still hasn't learned any magic other than the most basic things. Shuriken, Gold Lance. Green Beret. You can use that Yeti? Okay, that'd be worth buying. Especially since he has so little access to it. Shields would be nice to find as well. At this point I already have a jumper with a really good one, so... Yay, Magicite. Okay. I'm at 2, so I can do some damage with that. Magic Power +1, but it is Haste 2 and Remedy are both useful spells. Not super great spells. I still need an offensive spell. But the +1 Magic Power is good too. That will enable us to start having a high magic power for when we find some spells. If I find a Frost Immune boss, it'd be easier to just quickly reset. This is fine, actually. Can't remember which one absorbs ice, but I think it's the left corner. Let's find out real fast. I need to remember that better. Hey, I was right. Okay, so we kill that one first, so then if Umaro decides to Blizzard Orb, we don't have to worry about it. Excellent. It's fine. And there we go. Perfect timing. I think Excalibur is back row offense, and I'm still doing this. That was a crit, but so that means about 600 damage hits, which isn't too bad. Zone Seek, okay. Probably should have used, speaking of summons and stuff, used that one. Zero down close already, right? Strength +1. Bio. That'll give us a kind of useful spell. Already averaging 5 minutes per check, which isn't too bad. I eventually want to get to that point. Sooner rather than later. Of course, 3 of them have been dead, I think? Yeah, 3. I definitely am in enough need to go ahead and still keep grabbing chests. If nothing else, I can find stuff to sell so I can GP rain. A lot of empty chests too, though. Force armor, okay. Guardian. Finding a dragon horn for Setzer would be really, really nice. Oh, that's actually a mistake. Again, would actually be valuable to take off. Just reset and take off Blizzard Orb if I'm fighting like Vanilla, Dodaluma, Realm. Very good. Do I just swap out the Yeti for that and be done? Actually, Chidarnuk, I think absorbs cold. I'm gonna find that out really fast. It might be lightning, rather. I know he's normally a holy and fire vulnerable enemy, but uses lightning, so that might be just the only thing I need to worry about. Okay, yeah, ice is fine. Considering I have Excalibur, yeah, Excalibur's Pearl Elemental and Chidarnuk is vulnerable to that, so basic attack is actually pretty strong. Alright, Realm has lore, as well as an even higher magic power than normal, so of course, I don't think I've found anything good for her equipment-wise. She can use the Ultros, that's nice. Chocobo Brush is still better though, just for the magic. Entering. Let's see, actually. Give her the experience save. And maybe keep it on her. We need to find her something. We'll start her with that and then get her. Though she has lore as well. What lores do we have? We'll have Aqua Rake. We saw that used. That's the only good one. Ugh. But Aqua Rake will be decent with her high magic power, I think. Yeah. I want to do the other South Figaro. Collect some items, hopefully, for her. Let's see. Otherwise, actually. Yeah, she's using Ultros, isn't it, actually? Okay. Ooh, boom, there we go. Ice Shield, Realm. That'll give her Ice 2. Sniper. Drill. Sniper would be worth equipping if I didn't already. Oh, now Flame Shield. Let's start with that. Goodness, I should have come here earlier. Those who did were super rewarded, because this is a pretty common early gameplay for a lot of people, I believe, because it's kind of red cap. Sheesh. Pretty much as good a stuff as I've been finding from the dead checks. Although everybody's going to do those dead checks early. But again, this is a pretty commonplace because it has a lot of the same items as the other South Figaro. Still a lot. Rainbow Brush, too. Ultimate for Realm. Okay, let's go ahead and... she can use Mystery Veil, right? Yeah. We're gonna get her magic power even higher. Okay. Pretty satisfactory collection of items. Collection of equipment. It's decent enough. I shouldn't worry too much. Now you could also buy Super Balls here and make things quicker. Still no remedies. So Fire 2, Aqua Rake, Ice 2 eventually. Even more magic power on her. I might just leave this on her for a little while until I find... Although maybe I'll swap over to Bio for a little bit, but we'll start with this. Once she's gained quite a few levels with the +1. Probably worth it to sell those now. Should I sell the Force Armor? It's worth a lot, and I'm fine. I'll do it. Oh, I have a Gauntlet for him. That could be even more damage. I'll buy a couple of those for use. Yeah, worth. Alright, another moderately unpopular check spot. With one of the foolish things I like to do. Especially since I have GP Rain, still very much worth it as far as I'm concerned to grab pretty much every chest along the way. For selling items, if nothing else. Because I still don't have really great offense. Realm with Aqua Rake is almost sitting at the best right now, along with GP Ring. Luckily, I am still over-leveled, and this is going to end up making me more over-leveled with the bonus fights in here. One of the reasons I like to do it. Then I can just start hitting the quicker, faster, simpler ones. That maybe will not be as many extra fights. The Narsh segment would probably be worth it. Another ice shield. Quite nice. Yeah, let's give you an ice shield. And all of a sudden, an ice rod. Very good. And now all of a sudden, if we find Murton, we're good to go. Because that's Murton and Cat Hood. Wish I'd had you earlier, but this will actually help out a lot. Do I want the red caps or the... The only problem with red caps is they give no magic power, unlike a lot of good helms. Mystery Veil, Magus Hat. But 25% HP plus the physical stats bonuses, and those two are kind of doing more physical right now anyway, so yeah, definitely on hindsight, better to keep the red cap. Plus 7 speed is also nothing to sneeze at. And, of course, nothing is better than the 25 hit point from it. That's its best feature. Oh, nice. He unfortunately does not have any magic points that he gives, I think, so since he's a pre-Esper boss. More good experience, though. Fenrir, okay, good. Very good to have Fenrir regardless. Ice 2 × 3. Another super weak boss. Ooh. 4th dead check already. feeling so not strong right now, though. I've actually got pretty decent defense, but my offense is... it's okay. Jumps with Aura Lance are doing good damage. Aqua Rake and Bio are doing okay damage. Shadow isn't really doing a lot of damage right now, though. Actually, she's got... let's make sure they're not immune to poison. Aqua Rake's a little faster than most, though, I think. Okay. Having the cat hood for these fights is going to be very nice for giving me enough money to, at the very least, use some GP Rains and stuff. Oh, jeez. Let's see. I kind of want to just go away from them, especially with retainers. Darn. That's unfortunate. A lot of EXP that she missed out on. Yeah, I've got lots, so let's life 2 her up, and then I bought these for a reason. Let's go to use them. They're quite nice, but as probably was worth it, that fight, for the money, but Ghost Train. Ha ha. Yeah! I should have used that in a couple of the other boss fights. I forget sometimes just how powerful Bahamut is. I never think of using Espers much because they're one-shots. And the auto start. Okay, let's get the save. Alright, swap some Espers around now. What's your magic power up to? 68? Okay, you can... Alright, let's do Bio 2 one first. Where's Bio 2? Bio, rather, not Bio 2. It's the same, it's a little bit more powerful than a level 2 spell, so I was thinking about that one. It's kind of bad on you, but you might be the only one who hasn't learned already. Yeah, they both did, so... Oops. We both already maxed on those, so... Yep. Doesn't matter, we'll have something. He's vulnerable to Bio, I believe, so this will be a very, very quick fight. Oh, he's worth money too. How about that? Okay, so that was a lot of money. We're up to 50k. Nice. Which is also good because we are. Is fine. Who do I want to boost in the list? $11k is not bad at all. Magic power +2 plus flare and quick. Okay, everybody's going to need to be doing that one. Or is he also doing the magic, so I still don't have anything on bio, but I'll get that later. Actually, I'm going to give that magic power +2 to whoever has the experience save. Okay, so that gives us some pretty solid offense too. Skiing won't matter unless we find a thrower. Okay, no character here. I think that's better instant for some reason. Yeah. A lot of machines are often weak to both water and bolt, one or the other, or both. And I thought the tunnel iron might have been weak to water. Nope. Another useless one. Let's see if the last 3 chests are worth me having spent the time to come here. Elixir. Not the worst item. Especially since right now we're a heavily magic-based group, having elixirs to toss in the final battle is not to be underestimated. Using flare in the final fight is going to be slow, but at least with a +1 magic power and a +2 magic power, speaking of which, I should be using. Make sure both people have those, rather than some of these other useless things. Okay. Oh, when did I get that one? It's just slow. It is bolt, but it's only level 1 bolt, which is pretty useless, so... Unicorn's kind of nice with 1 ribbon that can be used to deal with train in the final areas, and that is... So this was largely a waste of time, it looks like. Genji Glove doesn't even really help me a lot right now. I like Genji Glove, but you have to have a couple of good items for it. Like, it's actually pretty strong with maybe 2 Illuminas or something. The next big block of checks to do is Narsh. Another ribbon. Okay. Did some of us have metal? No. Yes. Alright, so this is going to be another huge amount of money plus the offering, which is nice. Sometimes he just does attack instead of Slayer Edge, but it's still quicker just to muddle him again until he uses Slayer Edge on himself. Unfortunately, I don't have anything really great for offering. Dragonhorn would be better for me at this point. $100,000 gold, so that's a lot of money. I need to go find something to spend it on. I've checked a couple of the towns, but not a whole lot. Storm Dragon is a little unfortunate because I don't have a. I'll compare the two. 1900. I don't have Bolt 2 or anything, so. He absorbs water, okay. Water and wind both. Yeah, GB rate is actually more than Ice 2 at this point. At least from Shadow. I have plenty of money to throw, so... Alright, what's his item? Force Armor? Not a great one. Especially if I have someone like Rome in my party, always hoping for, yep, Force Armor. Genji Shield, okay. That's an okay fourth shield, speaking of which. Time to start swapping out. Okay, we've definitely learned everything there. Put that back on you. With 2 ribbons, yeah, definitely don't need that. Let's do this. There's nothing good. Get you bio. Now we're stuck with other stuff, so just find up for you stuff and no magic power. Up to 43, 38, 45, okay. We've got decent. Yeah, at this point I don't care about, this is gonna kill some people. I have life too, though. One person. Another spot where throwing money at the problem is a good idea. Because money ignores defense in this game, I believe, GP Rain. Doomgaze has really strong magic and physical defense. So that's about our best offense. I do have an Ice Rod, but of course Doomgaze absorbs ice, so... I'm glad at least that my two, pretty much all we can do is cast characters are armed with fire too, so they're not totally useless. Earned level 5 Doom. It would be nice to be hit by Clean Sweep or Quasar or Doom Grand Train sometime. Carbuncle. Puts me up to 7. Bolt 2, nice. Should I learn Bio or should I give him the +1 magic? Oh, he doesn't have it. Okay, give him +1 magic power, so he's gaining something. Ignoring the monster in a box because I've found the two that matter the most. I don't really think that Tiger Fang or anything would be that great for me. I would have a chance of getting a Minerva if I fought the Pugs, who would be here by default if we're on vanilla. But I already have a Minerva and I don't know that anyone else in the party can use it. I haven't checked, so I'm not worried about it. And it's only a chance anyway. Especially since I don't have a Thief, because I think you can steal Minerva from them to guarantee if you have that. Another Magicite, so that'll put us up to 5-8, which means we're doing decently on objectives. Despite all the dead checks, we're one of each away. Which means that it's, for my safety, I'm probably going to be doing another full clear of Kefka's Tower at this point. Flame Eater, we should have Ice 2. And for Aqua Rake. Aqua Rake is great for clearing those guys out. Flame Eater itself is not vulnerable to ice, but the bomblets are, and that does non-spread damage, so it's really, really great for the first hit. Need to move the Flame Shield to Setsu. Right? He hasn't learned Fire 2 yet, but he'll learn Fire 2 from this one, so... And then we can leave the shields alone and not worry about them. There's Bolt 2 learned as well. Hasn't learned Flare yet. Okay. So let's go ahead and have you learn. Hasn't learned Bio yet. Okay. Poison doesn't even matter at all. Slow 2 would be a little bit better. There are some things that we could. What am I doing? This is Warp Stone Point. Alright, The two quickest checks I have left are going to be Cave on the Veldt and actually the Opera House. Depending on what the fights are, it can be a little bit annoying and sometimes take long, but if nothing else, you can smoke bomb your way through them if you really don't need them. I hate doing it unless it's a minimal reward fight like Magic. I need to get a little bit better at deciding what fights are worth it or not, because I'm pretty bad at that. As evidenced by my beginning and taking the fights on the floating continent, which were very long. They did give me a good boost to the EXP though, so it may have saved me time, but maybe I could have saved more time by hitting some of the other just places first, like going to South Figaro and getting those 2 elemental shields. The other South Figaro, I should say, Ruined Side. Having those at the beginning would have helped a lot. Just a ghost, so still no character. So I may need to do Kefka, Narsh, or... which I'd really rather not do, or Jidor. Other possibility. Atma weapon, okay. Not as scary as I thought it might start to be. He's vulnerable enough to that. He's also vulnerable to slow, actually, isn't he? Don't have slow in this character. Just for safety's sake. Don't have flare yet, so Bio's the best for that. Setzer has flare. I taught it to him first because he had the, what-you-call-it on. Well, seems a little silly now. At this point, oh goody, Quasar! Actually very happy about this. That gives Realm a really solid non-elemental all-characters attack now that I can use on things, including Kefka's Tier 2 and Tier 3. And that was just an offering, too. Let's see, is there a chest over here? I know there's one there. I always think there's a second one in this room, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking at this point I might want to sell one of my offerings, too, real quick. Because I don't really even have use for one scepter, one offering, let alone 2. Although then I'm going to find a fixed dice and an Atma weapon and going to regret it. Gold shield. Might not need to, I have plenty of money. I need to find something worth spending money on to start with. Remedies. There, have a few of those. Although I have 2 ribbons and not a lot of other great relics, so Dragonhorn would be nice to find. I haven't found that yet, kind of looking for it. Minerva, you can use Minerva too? Okay. That's one reason to have all this money. Enhancer, both of them can use it. That's +7 magic. I have a sniper for him. Offering Yumaro will actually kill a boss for me, I think. Even as low level, it would do decent. Let's see. We're at level 43. That's pretty incredible. Alright, let's find what other things we need to learn. That's Bio 5 now. She still needs to learn the life 2 as well, and break. Let's go ahead and give you Flare, Odin, and Quick. Okay. Auto balance. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a quick restore. Try and think for a second. Where am I going? Opera House. Though the encounters can be annoying, this is not actually that long of a check. It usually only takes a couple minutes to get through even, you know, relatively semi-okay-ish things. I mean, they put the 5-minute timer on you, and it's usually not a worry. Of course, that doesn't include the boss fight or the little mini cutscene before, but cutscene's short too. It's not a super long cutscene. I think the one after you fall down the waterfall is actually worse. Okay, I managed to skip one rat. Ooh, samurais. Let's see. This is one of the reasons I gave her the half. Wait, sorry, there we go. It's only 48 normally. And that Tonic too. Oh, almost missed that one. Nope, not really enough. Well, total of 3 out of the 5 is not too bad. Usually you hit at least 4. So even missing one is good. If I could remember where the Super Balls were, it might be worth going and buying a bunch of those for the final boss fights. With all this money I've got. Who was selling the Super Balls? Was it Ruin Figaro? Or was it Ruin Pulliam? fight. At this point, I should probably stop using jump because it's not doing much of anything. No character, so I'm going to have to do either Kefket Narsh or I'm gonna do Darkside Jidor first. Ruin Jidor, Economizer. Which means I'll need to do another one after that, but hopefully I'll get a character first. One of these two has to be a character. Did I forget to even put that on? I think I did. Yeah, we're fine. Too bad. Pretty much everything here. Did I buy those enhancers? Yes, I did. Holy cow, she's up. I got her up to 89. Okay, he learned all those. 89 magic power, yeah, she's deadly. She's learned that, so there's really not much left that I need to worry about with her. Really nothing I need to worry about with him either. So just keep that up. And Condenser. If there are more hero rings or earrings to buy, I should spend some money on them. Dragon Horn would be nice to find. Nothing really great. I don't know. I was really hoping that so many dead checks. I was really hoping that I'd find the whatchamacallit really quick, but let's push quick enough. I'm gonna be high level, that's for certain. With 2 offerings, part of me is saying that I really need to check everything in Kefka's tower in case I find an Atma weapon and or fixed dice. Maybe a Valiant Knife if I've got someone who can use it. Because that would make Final Kefka really quick and easy, but on the other hand, since I'm in the 40s, I'm already pretty darn strong compared to usual. And I have Flare, so it's not like I have no damage. Zombones again, not just a single one this time. This isn't a character, so I'm gonna have to do Kefket Narsh. That's annoying. This fight is annoying too. I've never even found a dragon horn, which is pretty annoying too. A dragon horn, an Atma weapon, fixed dice. 3 things could just make this an utterly easy final Kefka, but I could probably do it. At least I got that life 3 times 1. Nope, wasn't here. So it's probably South Big Room. Because I know it's one of the later ones I checked, and I haven't checked that many. Yep. Alright. So then, Yumaro plus whoever I have with him should be able to use Super Balls to kill whatever boss is in that spot, and I can split my characters into 2. Or maybe have 1 of each with that, and then 1, and that'll be fine too. Because I have enough experience on whoops. Wrong Narsh. Should I check that house or ignore it? I want to check the house. Earrings. Also made it worth it all on its own. So that can give me 3 characters with earrings. Yeah, I'm in the right place. For some reason, I didn't think this was it. It'd be very nice of me to know and yep, there's Strago. Know the soldier skip. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do any of those, and I've never bothered to learn. It's just not something I care about. Of course, most of the time I'd rather just get the experience from them anyway, so... Come on. Not as big a concern here, but... Still going. Okay, there we go. Yeah, mistake. I need to go to the side. You can't run past them when they're standing still. That's part of what it involves, so I know because it's something I have done mini speedrun tech for, like, the, in vanilla, saving the, sequence, saving Terra sequence early in the game. But for some reason it seems to work a bit differently here. Looks like Fire 2s are in order. $8K with the Fire 2. Vulnerable, sure, but goodness, when that is so high. Shouldn't have done it, just him. Because I still have to run out. One of the other biggest problems with this one. Alright, this is going to be slow, but let's try and make it through Final Kefka as quick as possible at least. Part of the problem was I was thinking as soon as we soon as we get to Kefka's Tower, we're just going to reform anyway, so it won't matter. Okay, who have the Moogle Charms? Those two. Okay. We'll be able to change that too, so. Okay, let's got her up to 65. This is probably the seed where I would find those Atma weapons, fixed ice, Valiant knives, and Illuminas and stuff that I really, really want on the dragons and or some of these far-off chests I usually get. And now because I'm skipping this time, I'm not going to find them. But it's been just such a slow seed, I want to try and get done with a bit of speed. But boy, I would earn a lot more if... And since I had that early, had to do so many different fighting sections and had this early experience egg to boost the XP from it, I'm at least feeling confident. Plus I've got some decent elemental immunity at defense, even if my offense isn't super great. Only level 2 spells. Alright. Let's experience egg you. Real magic power plus 2. You can get the like 3 just in case we get it. Otherwise these two are pretty sure. Yeah, we've got some of the best stuff we can hope for. Inferno. Vanilla Inferno. Lovely. Let's do this actually. Use these to clear out the hands, Striker and Rough. Let's see if she does more with Quasar to Inferno than he does with Flare. Yes. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. 1 of 5 fights down. Pretty simple. Should have saved and maybe used a tent, but oh well. Yeah, it's this way. Alright, now we've done the equivalent of the statue skip. That's usually a 20 to 25 minute thing for me. 4 bosses left and the final fight. Number 2! Great, so we're not going to earn anything from this. Oh wow, 8K from him too. So it'll probably take us 2 Ice 2s to finish this. I was expecting him only to do about 4 or 5K, but his magic power is higher than I thought. Worst part is no experience from the team that I put here because they're gonna get the most, so... Of course, my experience, it's not like it's bad, it's still pretty decent. We'll just go on. I saved it. We'll use 1 tent when we're done. I don't think I need to freshen up for this. Most of the hardest fights are already done anyway. Narapa, yeah. Pretty lucky I did put her here though, because, yeah. He starts with wall reflect, so you don't want to be using regular magic on him. Could have used my Thunder Shield, of course, but I really didn't want to do that. Okay, let's freshen up. Alright, gonna do Fenrir, Unicorn. What did you get your magic power up to? 53, so not super duper bad. Go ahead and do earrings and ribbon. Maybe the sniper though. Where's plus 2? So she's already at 65, so she's pretty good. Right? Oh, it does, yeah. All decent stuff. Normal Kefka? Fine. He's weak to bio, isn't he? Not that great. I'll just stick to Flare. Doesn't show it when it does the extra damage, but that's why people like Sniper that much. I understand why, it's just I'm rarely in a position where I wouldn't prefer to have stat sticks or one of the really powerful abilities. But especially combined with Offering, it does have that tendency to, since using Offering gets rid of a lot of regular animations, it does the bonus damage without showing the animation of throwing it. Something I'd never thought about much. Obviously rather evident. Okay, yeah, just to be topped off. Good battles went a lot quicker than I thought. I think I'm not going to bother doing anything with him. Let's Earring. Let's throw her Economizer. Esper, let's give her something that can be useful to us. Zone C. He's just going to toss some of the Super Balls I bought, the reason I bought them. I still want some in because I and everything. Changed my mind after buying all the Super Balls, so I didn't really need that many. Yeah, it's a bad situation for it, but oh well. I'm afraid I'd end up with something like that with a character that would, but oh well. It's better than doing anything else for him. Didn't even check what ability he has. He has Blitz too, he would actually be moderately useful. I forgot to stick the magic power Esper and the experience egg on him for this fight. That's the real bad thing. Whoops, and now I'm hitting the wrong person. Forgot that it doesn't default to the same target as well, even with memory. Well, that'll get rid of one more of them. More chances for Super Ball to do something. Maybe I should just be using his Blitz, actually, at his level. You're still learning Bolt too, which I have now, but kind of not really all that great. for the final fights, at least when I already have other level 2 spells. Stand up. Alright, what can I... Yellow ribbon... Okay, here we go. Good news is I'm not super duper worried about tier 3. Except when we get to the Meteos phase, which is always rough. But I have enough hit points that that shouldn't be too bad either. I don't think Break works on the machine. I've never gotten it to. So I have Break for tier 1. But the reason I equipped Odin was because I think that has a better chance of working on tier 2. Okay, Shadow Sealess, Realm Setzer. Strago's fully equipped, so I can actually use him just in case something goes horribly wrong. Good. Nice to have those working right off the bat. His magic power is actually the worst right now, Shadows. So sad. Well, he's also the only one without earrings, which is actually probably the main thing. Yep. So, Cheapy Rain might be the best based on its speed for single targets. And I think that Quasar is actually faster than Flare, so... Nice. Jump kind of is faster too, because it lets everything else happen. His magic power is decent, but... If only I'd found a hero ring I could put on him, then his jump damage would still be increased too. He'd be doing like 6k with it. Or a dragon horn, of course. Never found that. Never found Atma Weapon or fixed dice to go with the offering. Let's see. It's all the same now. Let's go and see if we can take that thing out. We never found any good healing spells, which means our natural mages are the only ones with cure spells. Okay, that did kill that. That's great. I don't have mute either, though. Pretty sure I never saw that anywhere. Although I have quick. I need to remember that I've got that for certain important things. So let's just flare. I'm going to start by killing that off, actually. Or Quasar is much better. Did you learn Cure 2 at least? Never learned Cure 2 either, huh? That's just rough. Good thing I have some X potions and elixirs. Probably was pointless to cast even just a cure spell at this point. Yeah, 700. Well, he's got regen at least, so... Oh, on her, of course. My big damage dealer. We're all immune to Southern Cross, is the good news. I actually have remedy magic, don't I? Can I just use that? Oh, that got rid of the stop too. That's nice if I'd known about that. Hurl, I'm not super worried about. Yeah, that did some damage. Not a lot. Ooh, I don't have a Mega Elixir or Steel. And no big heals either, so that's going to be pretty rough. Never got a healing Esper either. I'd never even thought about that, but I do not have anything good for Kefka tier 4 except Quick, so... Looks like I'm still going to get in my very, very consistent time frame of 2-ish hours to 2 hours 20 minutes. Okay. Who has? She has Fenrir. Okay. Let's quick, really quick. Still mostly doing this, I guess. no. I forgot. This is bad. Double bad. Yep. Block, block. Oh, yeah. Block, 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 block. No! No. I forgot to use Fenrir. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well, the good news is, armed with Blitz, Strago is not awful. Especially since I was so high level, he's actually in his 40s, so he should do decent damage. Like a couple K. That's what I'm considering decent damage. Okay, that was good. I also have a Thunder Shield. Oh, and the Ice Rod. Nope, somebody's wearing the Thunder Shield. Must be him. She has a Genji shield, so... Sensor still has his shield to use too. Forgot about that. That would be big damage. Not getting a lot of good rolls for my super balls. Oh well. This should be close to finishing him. Okay, 208.43. Considering how many dead checks I ran into everywhere, and had to do some of the longest checks with a final 6th character required Kefka at Narsh for the 6th character, that's not too bad. Let's see how well I've done compared to everybody else so far. Probably pretty awful. Well, I'm not last right now, but I'm already in 4th out of 5. Wow, I'm kind of surprised that some of these other times did as good as they did, because especially when I actually did a relatively fast ending portion, skipping through so much of the end game, but oh well. Anyhow, that's it for this run this week. Hopefully I'll get back to doing some other runs and stuff soon. I keep saying that, but I haven't, but we'll see. Eventually I'll get it. I have to now that RPG Limit Break's been announced. I need to get back to working on my speedruns for that. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and more later.